Let's talk LeBron James for a second. Covino, I saw this yesterday, and I wanted to think about it for a second because I was trying to just make sense of it in a way. Like, yeah, maybe LeBron does check out. You know, you've heard other teammates of his, the Dwayne Wades and his old buddies would say, once the season ends, LeBron really does mentally turn it off. Danny, you've heard this, right?
Yeah, D. Wade recently, one of the play-by-plays he was doing for one of the playoff games was talking about LeBron and said, hey, I can vouch for the fact that when he unplugs after a season, he unplugs for a few weeks. Remember, he's a banana boat boy.
I get it. He does have this ability to separate, his great family life and the NBA.
Sometimes you got it. I feel like, Rich, you're getting better. I don't see it as a negative thing all the time. I feel like you're getting better at doing that. If you're in dad mode, you're a lot harder to get a hold of.
Yeah, because you know why? Because for instance, if you're coaching a game or you're out at your daughter's dance class, and I'm sometimes I'll leave my phone in the car or I'll put it in my pocket, and if I don't feel it vibrate, I'm not just scrolling. I'm sort of just in the moment, So
my point is understandable.
Yeah.
He is doing his thing right now. I get it, but he's being asked well, what's the deal with next year?
And the fact that LeBron said the following, I just think, you expect me to believe this? Just take a listen to LeBron and try not to laugh out loud in your car or on the app or wherever the heck you are. Try not to laugh hysterically at how.
Try not to spit out your Hawaiian punch.
Yeah, please. Exactly.
I'm still in the moment of just taking my time and saying I haven't even really thought about it too much. Obviously, I understand that I'm a free agent and I can control my own destiny. If being here with this, with this franchise, for the, foreseeable future, or if it's going somewhere else. I think at some point, up until, up in June, late June, as July roll around, free agency starts to, gets going, and, as, July rolling and maybe into August, we start to kind of get a feel of, what my future may look like.
There's a lot of words, a lot of nothing there.
Yo.
But the gist was he doesn't know and really hasn't thought about it.
Bro, B.S. Baracus. Or is it B.A. Baracus? I'm calling BS on this guy because there's no way on planet Earth that LeBron James doesn't methodically have a plan of what he wants, options of all right, I could do this, I could do that, or know if he even wants to play. Dude, I'm stressing my kid's lineup for a pony ball game tomorrow. I'm worried about what bits Covino and I are going to do next week. I'm worried about, skimming my pool later. People worry about things on a day-to-day. You're telling me LeBron James hasn't thought about it?
Yeah, I actually.
Yet every other human has.
It's everybody speculated about it. What's the next step? For him to not have any idea is such BS. So everything we heard right there was him just trying to scramble around a non-answer. It was total BS. There's no question about it. He has an idea of what he's shooting for.
No. I don't even think an idea, Covino. I think he has plan A, B, and C all mentally lined up. His agents, his family, everyone sort of knows, here's a couple of my thoughts. I sort of have it plotted out. It depends on if it goes through the way he wants it to.
See, you said the word agents. Ding, ding, right there, because he has people doing that. Rich, most of us worry about money, even when we're on vacation, because we're we got a budget for this? Oh, no, it's Wednesday. We already ran out of our budget. He's a billionaire, and he's got people to do this, and he's waiting. Yeah, he has some options, but he's waiting for the Lakers to pretty much decide what direction they want to go in.
That could be the only rub as to he doesn't really have full control of where he ends up. But for him,
but then that goes back to what Rich said though: Plan A, Plan B, Plan C. He has an idea. He's definitely thought about it, and everything we heard there was a bunch of gibberish.
Danny G, we're arguably in the beginning of our latest Fox Sports Radio contract. We're already thinking about the next one with our agent. And already think about what's next and what are the moves. And we're not LeBron. Like I said before, something minuscule. I'm thinking about what lineup am I gonna put together for my kid's weekend baseball tournament.
I'm just playing devil's advocate here because, look, I know he's probably obviously thought about the different options, but wouldn't it be so much easier to really, truly take 3 weeks off when you have that much money and that many people working for you?
I know, but when you're passionate, I'll tell you this. When I was in Hawaii on vacation a couple weeks ago, you don't think I was still thinking about our show? Of course, because if you're passionate about what you do and you are that cut from that cloth. LeBron James is the hardest working guy. It's no mistake that he's been in the league over 20 years dominating. I just don't buy it even the littlest bit. I feel like he like I said before, has plotted out every path possible. Covino, do you think in his mind he's like, I have this possible path, this one?
Without a doubt, without a doubt. I mean, there's certain stories like Aaron Rodgers. He was pretty much done because he thought Tomlin was done. When he thought McCarthy was coming back, when he found that out, that changed his tune, right?
Yeah.
So there's believable stories of, you could change your mind and that sort of thing. I think LeBron absolutely has a plan in his mind, and he's waiting to see how the pieces fall. There's no question about that, and I think he's just dancing around it there, giving us a real weird political answer.
Dude, you know what it's like? It's like there's questions that clearly people have thought about, and if someone goes, no, I never thought about it, like Covino, someone who's dating someone for a while, and someone goes, hey, you guys you think about marriage? Imagine being like, no, never thought about it. Hey, you got a kid. Have you thought about saving for their college? Oh, no, never thought about it.
Right.
Like think of big decisions in your life and try to BS me and tell me you've never thought about it.
No. So that's why I actually agree with Rich there. I think he's waiting for certain things to happen, but he absolutely has thought about it.
You and your wife live in an apartment and you're going to have a kid. Have you thought about, upsizing, maybe getting a house? Oh, I haven't thought about it. Like, it's ridiculous. Of course he's thought about it. I'm a free agent. I know I control my own destiny, but I haven't thought about it at all.
Right.
You're LeBron James. You are one of the few people that you could go up to any of the teams in the NBA, all 30 teams, and you could really say, hey, listen, I want to end with you. Is there a team, Danny G, do you think there's a team in the NBA that would say, no thanks, if LeBron's like, I'll even give you a deal, but I want to end with you?
Well, the money's the big thing. Because,
but that's what I'm saying.
But he's already, his sources close to him have already said he's not going to take the veteran.
But isn't that the crazy
thing? He won't even take the mid, probably.
He absolutely should, though, because you save that money for a big-time player and you try to run it back for one more chip. That's why people can't stand him sometimes. Like, even Gus the Bus hit us up, and Gus the Bus knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He goes, LeBron knows where he's going. He knows what he's doing. He just wants to talk to B about him again. And it's things like that. Like, why wouldn't you take the minimum?
Yeah.
Do you really need to go out with all that money in your final year? Or use that money to get another star player, leave the team you're with in a good position, and go for one last run? Like, dude, it's so ass backwards. It's crazy.
Okay. Now, I have a question. We've talked about how people have a hard time understanding the concept that $1 million and $1 billion is like so ridiculously different. Like we're fools to be like, oh yeah, millionaire or billionaire. No. It's not even close. And LeBron James, his net worth is $1.4 billion. 5 to 10 generations of Jameses could live off of that. Like he's created generational wealth beyond the wildest imaginations of people. So you're telling me if he says, I'll take 10 or 20 mil, free up some money, I'll take a legitimate salary, but you don't need to pay me 50, 60, $70 million. And you know what? LeBron could be on a team that could genuinely put up a fight against an OKC or San
how about
Antonio.
This, even if it's LA, it's like, I'll take the minimum, use that money to get someone else where we could actually have a legitimate chance and take care of my son in the process of it. Like, there's so many cool ways he can maneuver that.